start with Irish O'Fell from Warchant on your right.
Hey, Fentrell, welcome to Tallahassee. We talked to you a little bit when you came on your visit to Florida State. What were some of the determining factors as you came down to your decision? Because you obviously could have gone probably anywhere you wanted to go.
Just the relationships I built with the coaches and players as well. Because I'm on the field with the players, and that's big with relationships and having communication. So just the relationships I had built was like, I guess, different from other schools, and the recruitment process helped me out a lot. And then just the history of Florida State and DBU, that was something that helped me a lot in my decision.
Stay with Ira.
When did you get in the town, and what's the adjustment been like for you so far?
I've been here for basically a week now, and I say the environment is different from Charlottesville. It's like big city, but overall, like I've got used to it. It's getting better each day, but at first it was like kind of overwhelming, and didn't know how it was gonna be. But right now, I've enjoyed it, and it's good being with the guys, working out, feeling that chemistry. But it's overall good so far.
All right, next question will come from Zoom. It's going to be Matt Marshall from the Orlando Sentinel.
Welcome, Fentrell. I wanted to ask, what was the overall transfer process like for you? What was it like from the moment you put your name in the portal, and what did it seem like for you?
For me, I say it was kind of surprising, like just how hype I was getting, how much hype I was getting during the moment. But at the same time, it was a blessing and overwhelming too. But I just try to take it day by day and just go through the process, and I'm just thankful for this blessing that God given me. So overall, it was overwhelming, but I was still thankful, and it helped me out a lot. Just going through each school and figuring out what I wanted and what would help me become a better man on and off the field.
All right, next will be Zach from 247 on your left.
How quickly did Florida State reach out to you once you hit the portal, and who were some of the coaches that you started to build upon with on this staff?
It was probably the first couple of days. It didn't take really too long. But Coach Woodson, Coach Fuller was the first coach to talk to me, and I actually sat with him a couple of times. He came to UVA, so that was the main guy I was talking to during the recruiting process. But of course, Coach Neville talked to me as well. Coach Woodson, of course, gone now, but I was talking to him a lot as well. But those are the main three guys. And at time to time, I was talking to Coach Moss. So those are the top guys I had during the recruiting process. And it was good building relationships with them.
All right, we'll come back to the Zoom for Aslan Hajavandi from Warchant.
Fentrell, how much more different was the recruiting process and the things that you wanted to prioritize as an 18-year-old kid versus kind of what you've discovered and wanted now?
I would say in high school it was more like I was under the radar. It wasn't highly recruited. I had a couple other ACC schools really that just offered me in high school. But during this process, it was more just all type of different conferences and way more schools. So it was interesting, but at the same time, it was kind of, like I said earlier, it was overwhelming. So, but I feel like it's good that the process is over now, and I made the right decision, and I'm blessed to be in this position.
All right, we're going to stay on Zoom for Matt Baker from the Tampa Bay Times.
Hey, Fentrell, curious, what were kind of your impressions of Florida State watching them from afar to the extent that you could last year? And how close do you think that this team is to really breaking through to the next level?
When I was watching the games, everybody was there to win. That's what I liked a lot. There was nobody was selfish. They was just trying to do their job at the highest level to win the game, and that's what they're trying to do this upcoming season as well. And that's something I want to be a part of. So just overall looking at that and watching how hard these guys fight to win was just something special. And they had relationships. You could tell they had relationships off the field on how hard they fought on the field.
All right, next will be Carter Carls from Tallahassee Democrat, second row on your left.
Hey, Fentrell, welcome. So you mentioned it a second ago, but why do you think you were under-recruited out of high school, and why do you think you were able to, quickly emerge as, one of the better quarters out there?
I would say I was under-recruited in high school, maybe just because my talent, during the film, you couldn't really tell how talented I was until you saw me in person, because I got all my offers from in camp when they actually saw me perform. So I feel like that was a big reason. And of course now, I had film of me playing in the game and showed more of my ability. So that's good, of course, but overall, just in high school, that's how I really got all my offers, was just going to camps and doing good in one-on-ones and drills and things like that.
All right, we'll go back to Zach, front row on your left.
You mentioned Coach Fuller was kind of the point man for you with FSU's recruitment, you in the portal. I guess, what was he like throughout the recruiting process, and kind of just what were your impressions of him early on?
Real down-to-earth guy. Love football, love relationships, and that's what I feel like a lot of coaches here is like the relationships and just more than just football. Just get to know the guys, what they like, what they don't like, and it's just a back and forth relationship. It's not just football. So I feel like that just helped a lot, and meeting with him, just learning how he is over the days when he came to visit me, even now, helped me. And I can see how he will help me grow as a man on the field and off the field. He actually cares for his players. So.
All right, we'll come back to Ira, second row on your right.
You mentioned getting to work out with the team a little bit. Who have been some of the players you've got to know since you've been here? And last year one of the themes from the DBs was that even though they were competing for spots, they all worked pretty well together. Have you noticed that since you've been here?
Yes, I've been communicating with Cool, Greedy, CJ, Joshua. So those couple guys, it's D-Lo, Simon Lochner. So those guys, I can tell, everybody competing each other and want each other to get better. And that's, that helps the team overall. So it's not like I'm just trying to do this for myself, you know what I'm saying? So that's a big part of, developing the team and being in the championship like we want to be. So that definitely is a big role of building a great team and having a player-led locker room, and that's what we need to be a great team. We feel like we can do that.
All right, we'll come back to the Zoom for Aslan again.
Fentrell, when we hear mostly offensive players talk about making a selection, they talk about fitting into a scheme and seeing the way the team plays on that side of the football. How do you think you fit with the scheme of the Florida State defense? What kind of defense you think Coach Fuller wants to play here in Tallahassee?
I feel like I fit pretty well into the scheme. Just looking over their film when I was in the recruiting process, I enjoyed it a lot and like seeing everybody play together. But he has a aggressive defensive style, and that's I like that just because I don't have to think about it too much, and I can just play ball and play quick and fast. You'll have that confidence just to go out there and just win your rep. So just his play style and coach's style is just great, and it's something I was looking forward to doing when I got here, and that also helped me during the recruiting process as well.
All right, next will be Jerry Cooks from the Osceola, front row to your right.
I wanted to ask you, you made visits to other schools during this process, correct?
Sir.
How did what you saw in terms of facilities at other schools compare to what you saw here at Florida State? And did that play any factor in your decision?
I wouldn't say too much. Facilities, of course, it helps because of the resources, but overall, I didn't really care about that much. I feel like I was just blessed to be in the position, and regardless of the facility was good or not, I just needed the resources around me to make me better. So that wasn't something that I just needed when it came to deciding what school I wanted to go to. But of course, it's nice to see nice things around you, but overall, I just really didn't care that much.
We'll go back to Carter, second row on your left.
Fentrell, is there anybody that you watch and kind of model your game after just a group of corners that you like watching? And then how do you think Florida State, your time here will help you develop as a corner technically? Is there anything that you're kind of looking to kind of improve on just from a technical standpoint?
I like to watch Jair Alexander, Stephon Gilmore. Those are my top two guys I like to watch when it comes to film and monitor my game after. But I feel like technique-wise, there's a lot of little things, like small detail that can, help a DB become a good DB to a great DB. So there's like many things that I want to, work on during the off season, and even when it comes to the weight room as well, just getting stronger, faster, and having more knowledge of the game will help me play faster. So there's a lot of things that I have in mind that I would want to improve on throughout this season.
Ira?
You mentioned Florida State being DBU. I don't know if you saw the other night, Asante Samuel's game with 3 picks. And are he and Jalen Ramsey and Jordan James like those younger DBs that came out of Florida State? Are those the guys you think of right now when you think of DBU?
Yeah, I think of those guys when it comes to Florida State DBUs here. But of course, I haven't met them or anything like that. But it would be nice. Looking forward to meeting them eventually. But yeah, I would consider those guys that come to mind when it comes to Florida State DBs.
And when you saw Asante do that, were you already starting to take pride in being a Florida State fan?
Yeah, it was nice seeing somebody from Florida State perform at a high level, and even in the playoffs, it was great, and it was like something I'm a part of that now, and I just wanted to continue that legacy of being a DBU.
Anything else? All right. Thank you all. Thanks.